Hello. Today, our group is presenting a strategic approach to the current crisis in professional golf. Our proposal is titled Proposal Strategy Persuading Justin Thomas by Jeremy Becker, Zach Reed, and Devin Mitchell. So, we strongly believe that any path forward has to be built on what the PGA Tour does best, and that means focusing on fair competition, where the best players win, and making sure the players have a real say in how the tour is run. So we've targeted our plan toward a player like Justin Thomas because he is an influential voice and a huge part of the tour's current legacy. Our strategy is specifically designed to give top players like him the confidence they need. The ultimate goal is simple, and that is to let elite players compete for major championships without distraction and to protect the history of the game that fans expect. So, the core issue is that professional golf is split right now. The level of external competition has created a crisis that threatens to change the sport as we know it. So, the threat started in 2022 with LIV Golf, which is backed by the Saudi Public Investment Fund. This is a new level of competition. LIV didn't just offer high prize money, they also offered guaranteed 9-figure contracts to pull away the PGA Tour stars. Their new 50-hole team-based format was a direct challenge to the tour's traditional structure as well. The PGA Tour's initial reaction was to stick to its values, and they did that by suspending the defecting players, and that emphasized the tour's value came from its history, its merit, and its nonprofit status as well. So essentially, they were saying our system is better because you have to earn it. So things did have a little bit of a dramatic change. And so we saw a huge pivot in June 2023 with the shocking announcement of the framework agreement. The tour leadership decided to combine the commercial businesses of the PGA Tour, LIV, and the DP World Tour into a new company. And so this move would change the landscape completely. So right now, the current state is one of high uncertainty right now. So the merger deal is still being negotiated and isn't finalized. And the tour's main goal is still to secure its position as the best place for top professional golfers in the world, even while the competition continues. So, what could be the most damaging takeaway from this entire thing is the huge missing link, which is the trust issue between the tour's leadership and the players themselves. Star players felt completely blindsided out of decision making. So, our proposal is designed to directly fix this by creating a structure that gives players a real and powerful voice in the future in the game.
The proposed strategy for JT is really to solidify the position of PGA by molding the structure with the values of the top athletes. In the case of Justin Thomas, is really to get a stability based on his performance. It would be a good guarantee program for the top players to receive their earnings upwards from 150,000 to millions, depending on the value of these players. The second idea is governance led by the players. This would be a player-led committee. Give the players and JT their own positions to have leadership, to voice their opinions, and minimizing the communication problem. And really for them to talk with each other, discuss problems they may have, to bring it up to the board for PGA Tour, and so the players can feel free and have the feeling that they're free to speak on what they may have an issue with. So current strategy expansion is alignment with strategy. So signature events is what our main focus is. It's really to have these events for the players to come out. It's really gonna be highlighted about them. We're gonna have fans, and it's really gonna focus on showcasing them to the rest of the world, to people who just wanna learn about PGA Tour, and just let the players know that they're financially compensated and they don't have to, and they feel honored to be there at the events. And the program, it expands upon the tour's philosophy of player support. We really do value that and the communication that we have with them and the organization. And 150,000 members support program for $1,000 for them who are ranked in the top 126. The expansion and challenge of the global ambition is the Justin Thomas to be our lead focus for the global ambassador role, to use his knowledge to really be the face of PGA Tour globally through the partnership that we have with them. And challenge is to promote a small series of truly competitive global events and market them as the global major competitive path for golf, contrasting them with exhibition style
We wanted
events.
to focus on how the PGA Tour can communicate directly with Justin Thomas and the younger players who look up to him. Our main message is simple: legacy is the real currency in golf. So the goal in talking to JT is to remind him that his decision is bigger than money. It is about shaping the future of the sport and protecting the history he grew up loving. We also framed the decision in a way that fits who he is. Justin Thomas wants the game to stay competitive, respected, and meaningful. So instead of comparing payouts with the LIV, the PGA Tour would emphasize his chance to become one of the voices leading golf into its next chapter. To execute this, part of the plan is a legacy campaign that highlights the importance of the FedEx Cup, the major championships, and the history of the tour. JT would also take a leadership role in communicating with other players, and having him guide these conversations helps rebuild the trust and shows that the players have a real voice moving forward. To wrap up, our proposal gives Justin Thomas 4 major benefits. First is stability. The guaranteed earnings program removes a lot of the financial pressures players have always dealt with. Secondly, is having a real voice. The leadership position gives him influence over how the tour evolves and addresses his concerns and poor communication. Third, this plan protects his legacy. The PGA Tour's history, the major championships, and the FedEx Cup give him a pathway to greatness that the LIV cannot offer in the same way. And finally, the focus on competitive global events satisfies the part of JT that wants the highest level of golf and the highest level of competition in the world. Our call to action is simple. By embracing his leadership role and standing with the tour, Justin Thomas has the chance to protect the traditions he grew up with and help shape the future of golf for the next generation. Thank you.